All right, so welcome back, everyone. This is the first inning. Always remember, this is a PG-13 show. We don't curse and do all that crazy stuff here, so it's okay to play around children and normal people. But welcome back to the first inning. We're back live at Biggs Bomber Studios here, and we're gonna talk about the new homestand coming in and what happened to the Yankees with the Red Sox. We're gonna talk about that as well, and also, next Friday, this Friday, we won't be on again because this Friday is my birthday, and we'll be out at the state park that day, so we won't be here. So until then, we'll be back again next Tuesday for another first inning. But we're here, and we got Roger, the big Yankee fan. Say hello, Roger.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Yes, the Yankees completed a long road trip, where they, with little chinks in the armor, little cracks in the armor. They went 5 wins and 5 losses, losing the first game of the road trip, a single game against the Houston Astros that they lost 2-1. And then they moved on to play the Cleveland Guardians, blowing the Guardians out 13-4 in the first game and 6-1 in the second game, which was a doubleheader because they had a rain out on that Friday. And in the third game, the Yankees had a 2-0 loss to Cleveland. And in the fourth game, the Yankees had a 5-2 loss to Pittsburgh, but then clobbered the Pirates in the second game 16-0, and then moved on to the big series against Boston, winning the first game against Boston 6-5 with home runs from Donaldson and Hicks. And Cole was the starting pitcher and went 6 innings, allowing 5 runs and 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. And Cole did give up a 2-run homer to Devers and a 3-run homer to Devers. Devers is his kryptonite, but the Yankees held on to win 6-5. In the second game of the series against Boston, the Yankees won 12-5, dominating the Red Sox, with Donaldson hitting a home run and Carpenter hitting 2 home runs. Cortez was a little bit on the rough side, though. Cortez got knocked around fairly well. He pitched only 3 2/3 innings, allowing 8 hits and 4 runs and 2 walks. And Castro was the winner in that game. And the Yankees did pull it off 12-5. In the third game of the series, it was the exact opposite of the first game. The Boston Red Sox won 6-5. And basically, what we had was a situation where a walk-off took place. It was a case of where Verdugo got a hit off of who was it again? It was
was it Castro?
No, it wasn't Castro. It was, oh my goodness, it's
Clay Holmes.
Here, who did they have in at that point? Oh, Peralta. They had Peralta in at that point in time. And Josh Donaldson had trouble getting a ball out of his glove, which would have completed a double play. And that put runners on second and third in the extra innings. And Verdugo got the hit off of Peralta, scoring the 2 runs against and the Red Sox pulled off the victory 6-5 in extra innings. That was a rough one there. And in the final game, the Red Sox won 11-6. Taillon, who started for the Yankees, really got knocked around. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 7 hits and 6 runs, with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Chapman was the losing pitcher, and Stanton and Carpenter hit home runs for the Yankees. Pivetta was the starting pitcher, and the Yankees took a 6-2 lead in the third inning, but then fell apart, allowing 9 unanswered runs, and the Red Sox defeated the Yankees 11-6. So the Yankees and Red Sox split their series 2-2, and for the final outcome of the road trip, the Yankees won 5 wins and 5 losses, so showing a little bit of crack in the armor.
Yeah.
And tonight the Yankees start a homestand against the Cincinnati Reds, with Cole starting against let me remember, Graham Ashcraft is starting for the Reds. And Cole will be starting for the Yankees tonight. They play 3 against the Cincinnati Reds starting tonight, followed up by 3 against the Boston Red Sox, and that will be their homestand.
Yeah, they're going to have to shut down Cincinnati, man.
Yeah, Cincinnati has just swept the Tampa Bay Rays in Cincinnati, but Cincinnati has a record of 32 wins and 54 losses. And I think the Yankees really... I would be disappointed if they didn't sweep them at home at Yankee Stadium, especially with Cole going tonight.
Yeah, right. I mean, that would make sense, right?
I would be disappointed. The Reds are a rather bad team this year. 32 wins and 54 losses. The Yankees still have the best record in the majors and still maintain a 14-game lead in the American League East. And I would, as I said, I would be disappointed if they didn't sweep the Reds. And then they will have a tough series against the Red Sox at Yankee Stadium after the Reds leave.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, shout out to Ryan Maldonado and Bryson. They're on the check-in.
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Bryson. Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, man. But damn, man, I can't believe that the Yankees let those games get away from them in Boston like that, man. They had those games, you know.
Yes, they did. In the game on Sunday night, they had the 6-2 lead, and we had home runs from Stanton, and the Yankees were off to a very good start, and they just fell apart. Actually, Chapman didn't do that badly, considering. I mean, he gave up 2 more walks again. He still does not have command of this high-velocity fastball. But DJ LeMahieu made 2 play miscues where he ran out to the outfield to catch pop-ups and really should have been called off by the outfield and missed both of them.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I think that...
a little bit of damage as the Red Sox scored that run off of Chapman.
Yeah, I think the reason why LeMahieu went out there to catch those balls is because they had Chapman playing out there in left field. And that was his first time playing the outfield since 2013.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why LeMahieu was going out there trying to catch it.
Right, exactly. Matt Carpenter was out there, right, exactly.
I'm sorry, Carpenter. I'm sorry, Carpenter. Right. And he probably didn't think that Carpenter could catch it. So that's probably why he ran out there, like that.
I know. In the second time, though, it was Judge, because that was more towards center field. But the Yankees, really did fall apart. And one thing about Miguel Castro, when he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he's bad. He's another 98 to 100 mile per hour fastball pitcher. And he doesn't have complete command of his pitches. And boy, was he bad, loading the bases and then getting bombed. And the Red Sox took that 11-6 lead.
Yeah, I know, man. Verdugo was killing them over these games.
Oh, yeah, they all were. J.D. Martinez, Verdugo, Devers, until Devers left with an injury.
He hurt his back, yeah.
They played with the Red Sox. They pretty much played even, as the Yankees won 6-5 in the first game, won 12-5 in the second game. And it was the exact opposite in the final 2 games, where the Red Sox won 6-5 and 11-6.
Yeah, they totally blew that game, man, with J.D. Martinez hitting that tying home run.
Right, exactly. It was tough. But overall, the Yankees went 5-5 on the road trip. And like I said, that's a little crack in the armor in comparison to the way they were playing. And I think some of the pitchers are reverting back to the mean a bit. Taillon really got bombed quite a bit there. He could not hold the lead. And some people feel that they may be getting tired or reverting back to the mean a bit, but the Yankees are still at 61 wins and 25 losses, and still, I believe, maintain a 14-game lead in first place.
Yeah, it's great and all, man, but they still have to prove it, you know. It doesn't mean anything that we're 50 games ahead, you know.
Yeah,
They can't. They still can't beat the Red Sox, and they still can't beat the Astros, and those are the people that we're gonna be playing in the playoffs.
right. Well, as of right now, the Yankees are 3 wins and 2 losses against the Red Sox, but I do see what you're saying. But of course, the Red Sox and the Astros are some of the top teams in the league, so they will be stronger competition, obviously, against the Yankees than say the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. They're gonna have to play them in the playoffs one day or another. So if we can't beat them now, we ain't gonna beat them later.
Right, exactly.
You know?
This is the like I say, I hope the Yankees don't play down to the Reds. You know, how the Yankees can sometimes take their foot off the gas and play down to a team.
They do that a lot.
You know, so I hope they don't take their foot off the gas. But they didn't against Cleveland. And they didn't really against Pittsburgh. The Pirates did beat them in that one game 5-2, but then the Yankees really came back and demolished the Pirates in the next game 16-0. So the Yankees, but the Yankees are playing much better. They're stealing bases. I mean, they're still hitting a lot of home runs, but they're playing fundamental baseball much better, except for that 11-6 loss to the Boston Red Sox. Their defense really fell apart as well in that game.
That's true, man. And now there's all these talks about the trade deadline.
Yeah, so there's a lot of talk about Benintendi.
Yeah, but I think the Yankees are gonna do what they always do at the trade deadline. They do nothing.
Right,
So
or surprise you. All of these pundits and writers will say, "Oh, they're going after Benintendi," and then boom, Cashman goes after someone that no one ever even thought of.
exactly. That's why I don't even listen to these guys when they talk about these rumors or anything. It's like, yeah, whatever, because you guys, they don't even know what they just. Most of these people, just because one guy says it, every other YouTuber or whatever, they go run with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they think they try to make it like they're the ones saying it first. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Meanwhile,
Remember last year was all Matt Olson. So what did they do? They re-signed Rizzo, who has 22 homers now, and Josh Donaldson came out of nowhere. No one. Josh Donaldson's name was not even uttered by any reporter during the offseason.
right. And everybody else that they got too wasn't even talked about.
Exactly. Exactly. So there's no way of predicting. Right now, all of the talk from these so-called insiders is that they're going to go after Benintendi. But it wouldn't surprise me in the least if Cashman pulls a name out of the hat that no one even thought of.
Yeah, I truly believe that, man. But what do you think they're gonna go for? Position player or pitcher?
I think they want to move on from Joey Gallo. I think they're very, even though the pitching has been hit a bit lately, I think they have a lot of confidence in their starting pitching and in their main guys in the bullpen who have been outstanding. The pitching staff has been outstanding. They're reverting back to the mean a little bit, but their pitching has been super outstanding, and Gallo is a problem for them. He's not really a major league hitter, and I don't understand why they won't give Andujar more of a chance, though. I don't understand that at all. But I think if they go after anything, they would go after an outfielder to replace Gallo.
Yeah, I mean that would be the smart thing to do. But knowing the Yankees and the way I know the Yankees, I can bet money that they do not get a position player and they get a bullpen pitcher.
once again, Castillo. They've been talking about the pitcher of the Reds, Castillo, another high-velocity pitcher, and his name has come up quite a bit, but his name has been coming up over the past couple of years. So
yeah, but he's a starter though, right? He's a starter, isn't he? Castillo a starter?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, they're not gonna get a starter because the Yankees feel like they can go with the starting rotation they have now.
Well, Cashman has already picked up another relief pitcher. Once again, a relief pitcher that no one even thought of.
Right.
Just like Clay Holmes, no one ever thought of Clay Holmes, and look who he is today. They picked up a relief pitcher named Richard Rodriguez, who has some major league experience. And once again, it's one of those Cashman deals, a name no one has ever heard of. He picked him up as a relief pitcher named Richard Rodriguez. So that could be Cashman's relief pitcher for all we know.
Yeah, I mean, even Trevino, right? The catcher.
Yes, he's made the All-Star team.
They never spoke about him in any trades, or Marvin Gonzalez, or a lot of these guys that we have now. A lot of these guys were way off, man, way off.
I mean, Cashman got a bunch of guys that the names were not even spoken by the so-called insiders.
Yeah, these Yes Network guys.
Right, this, that, and the other. So I take it with a grain of salt, too. I know they're talking about Benintendi. We'll see.
Yeah, I truly doubt it. I truly doubt Benintendi. I don't think they're going to get a position player. I think they're going to live and die with Gallo, man.
Yeah, I really don't know. There's no way of predicting what Cashman will do.
And you know what? At this point in time, I wouldn't even change the team. At this point in time, leave it the way it is.
Chemistry.
Yeah, let Gallo play the way he is, because that makes other guys play better.
Right, exactly.
And then,
I do see what you're saying.
And then you never know. Gallo might be the worst player in the whole league, and then the Yankees go to the playoff, and the guy becomes MVP.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It works like that, yo.
Yeah, I hear you. I know.
It works like that.
You don't know. And, but Gallo, I mean, they're not even playing. They're sitting Gallo a good portion of the time now. They're either batting him ninth or not even putting him in the lineup.
Well, they shouldn't, because they got Stanton to play out there.
Right.
And they could put anybody they want as DH.
And I want to say that Hicks has picked it up quite a bit. Hicks and Donaldson have really come alive. Hicks has done a very decent job with the bat recently, and Donaldson has having his best offensive streak of the year lately.
Yeah, they say he is already topping his averages of the year
right.
with his playing time right now.
Right. So Donaldson has really picked it up, and Hicks has really picked it up. And Gallo, though, I mean, it's hard to watch sometimes with him.
Yeah, man. I know, man. He ain't never gonna be no All-Star.
No, unless something drastically changes. But so I don't know. The insiders allegedly are all saying that they're going to move on from Gallo, that he may be traded within the next couple of weeks, and they keep talking about Benintendi. But as we have both said a couple times already on this show, is there's no way of predicting what Cashman is going to do. Yeah,
I doubt Gallo goes, man. I truly doubt it, man. I don't believe he's going, man.
Right. I don't know. Just one thing, I'm a decent reporter on the Yankees, but I'm not a predictor. I don't have a crystal ball, and I have no way of predicting.
All right. So it's true, man. It's true, man. We can't really predict what they know. They know who they want, but then they tell people like the fake thing. You know what I'm saying? I believe they do that too.
Yes, Hal Steinbrenner even said that he expects some great things coming from Gallo. So that came out of the mouth of Hal Steinbrenner on a Zoom call. So who knows what they'll do?
Yeah, so that tells me that he ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You know, they're probably gonna add a bullpen guy.
Yeah. So far, they have brought one in. Richard Rodriguez is his name, and we'll see where they go from there.
Oh, they might not do. Or they're gonna do nothing.
Maybe.
You know, that's the way they are, man. They might not do anything.
Right, exactly. But really, we can't complain. You know, we can't complain. They're at 61-25. I mean, they had a little bit of a rough road trip. They only went 500 on this road trip, but they're back home now. They have the Reds, Cincinnati Reds, and then they play the Red Sox after that. And I think things might be a little different at Yankee Stadium against the Red Sox.
Yeah, I think they should win these games, man. Hopefully sweep them, man.
Right, exactly. But hopefully there's not much of a rain delay tonight. We were expected to have some thunderstorms down here in the eastern panhandle of West Virginia. Haven't really materialized in my neighborhood. We've had some clouds and some thunder in the background. And there is some prediction that this weather will move east to the northeast, and there could be some rain in New York tonight.
Let me see if I can pull up the radar here. Let's see where the rain is. Severe thunderstorm watch at 5:06 p.m. until 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so sometime during that night.
So right now, it's in East Stroudsburg.
Oh, okay, Pennsylvania.
Right now, it's on the outskirts of New Jersey.
Right. So maybe it'll pass through. We don't know. We'll see how the weather goes. It might pass through before the game is even due to start.
How do you get it to play here? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like rain about 6:30. Oh yeah, 6:27. It should start raining in the Bronx here.
Oh boy, possible delay then.
That's another hour from now. It's 5:30 now, so an hour from now it should start raining.
Oh boy. Okay, we'll have a little bit of delay. I hope they get the game in.
Let me see, and it should finish by 7:10, 7 o'clock. Then there's another one coming.
Right.
Let's see.
Yes, it's very unstable weather. We had a very hot and humid day down here. And, the summer weather pattern on the East Coast, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast, calls for a lot of unstable thunderstorms and that type of conditions.
Well, it should be dry after 7 o'clock, so
all right.
They should be able to play.
We'll get the game in, and Cole is going tonight, so that'll be fun. Cole is going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Oh, by the way, one of our favorite YouTubers, Adam the Woo, has some nice vlogs out going to the Cincinnati Reds Stadium. He has a tour of the Cincinnati Reds Stadium and the game at the Reds Stadium, and that is a really nice vlog. Him and his friend took the tour of the Reds Stadium and the Great American Ballpark, and that's a nice vlog out. And of course, you have a excellent vlog out of the June 5th Yankees Detroit Tigers Yankees walk-off victory out now.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Miles J on the check-in. I don't believe the Yankee game will be canceled today. They're gonna play the game because there's gonna be no rain after 7 o'clock. So, You might see a half an hour rain delay.
Right, maybe. Yeah, could be some rain delay, but unstable weather tonight, so we'll take it as it goes.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the tarp on or not. I don't think they should have the tarp on. Maybe they do, but it's a passing shower, so I don't think they would put it on. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. One thing that was really nice about your walk-off vlog was the sprinklers on in the outfield. That looked really nice.
That's pretty cool, right? You don't see that every day, right? The
Right,
the sprinklers on.
exactly what you said in the vlog, and that was something there, and that was really good. And I'm looking forward to you getting to the point where you and we have our Astros games and the Somerset Patriots game.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we went to some great games, man. It was fun.
And you and I will be back together for a marathon in about 2.5 weeks. We will be together for a series against the Kansas City Royals and a game sitting on the level ones. We'll be sitting in section 127 on August 1st against Seattle.
Yeah, man. We'll be there for Cup Night and Old Timers Day.
Yes, Old Timers Day. That'll be fantastic. And we could look forward to probably some heavy-duty heat. But on Old Timers Day, the day game, we are sitting in section 213, row 19, and we will be under the overhang.
Oh, thank God, man. That's a long day, man. Old Timers Day.
Right. We'll be the other game on Sunday. We are in section 103, so we will be in the outfield during the daytime. With no protection from the sun. That's where I think I made a mistake by getting section 103, the home run section. That would have been better if I got that for a night game.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's all right, though.
But so we'll have that as well. Yeah, we have a section, we're in the level 2s and the level 1s for the 5 games that we have coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. For that level 103 section, I'll bring my small umbrella.
Right, exactly. And I'll have my buddy Jason for July 29th. He'll be coming up, and he's a good guy. He's a good guy. A little bit on the special side, if you know what I mean. But we'll deal with it pretty good.
That's all right, man. It's an equal opportunity over here.
Exactly. And so I'm really looking forward to that. And also, just before I come up to see you guys, I will be in Baltimore on July 23rd with my family, and we will be seeing the Yankees and Orioles Saturday, July 23rd. We will be sitting in section 356 on the third base side, and that'll be fun, a Yankees road game.
Nice. Make sure you go to Babe Ruth's house, man.
Oh, yes, I've been there many times. I don't know if I'll have a chance to get to it on this trip with John, but I've been there many times.
Yeah, it's like 3 blocks away from the stadium.
Right. As a matter of fact, where Camden Yards is sitting now, back in the early 1900s, Babe Ruth's father, the location of his saloon in Baltimore is just about where the outfield is now at Camden Yards at Oriole Park.
Yeah, I remember that's what they said. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah. And if you look at the old photographs of Babe Ruth's father, boy, does he look like his father. His father has the same facial features and everything.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you're right. They do look alike, man.
And of course, Babe Ruth got sent to the school for boys because he was incorrigible. And then the legend of Babe Ruth took off after he left the school for boys and joined the Boston Red Sox and was sold to the Yankees.
Yeah, you're right, man. Absolutely right.
That'll be fun in Baltimore. Camden Yards is a lovely stadium. I really like the warehouse off of Utah Street. The warehouse really adds a lot of flavor to the atmosphere there.
Oh yeah, that's right. They make some good hamburgers over there, man.
Oh yes, Boog Powell, who was
Right.
a Orioles first baseman for many years, has a barbecue place right out on Utah Street, right next to the stadium.
Yeah, I know. That's why I met him and got Boog Powell's autograph.
Right, exactly. Boog's Barbecue.
He was a Yankee killer, man.
Oh yes, Boog Powell, back in the day in the 60s and 70s. Very big man.
He would hit a home run like every time, man.
Right, exactly. And, one of the players that I really liked on the Mets, going back in history, since we're talking a little bit about history, was a player named Rusty Staub. And Rusty Staub was a very good Met in the early 70s.
Yeah, he surely was, man.
Rusty Staub. And that was fantastic. I went to quite a number of not Old Timers Day, excuse me, Mayor's Trophy games. Back in the 70s, there was no interleague. And the Yankees and Mets would always play an exhibition game in the middle of the summer, either at Chase Stadium or Yankee Stadium, called Mayor's Trophy game. And that was big excitement, because the teams did play one another during the season.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true, man. That was a big thing. Now we have the Subway Series now.
Right. So I got to a number of them as well. Yeah, I'm kind of an older guy that goes all the way back to the 70s.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
But otherwise, that's how the Yankees went. They went 5-5 on the road trip, split with the Red Sox, are coming home for a 6-game homestand, I believe, with 3 against the Cincinnati Reds and 3 against the Red Sox.
Yeah, it should be good, man. So I guess we'll end the show here, man, so we can watch the game and get something to eat and stuff like that. And hopefully this rain delay won't be long.
Right, and thank you guys for supporting us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, and always, like I say, comment below. The conversation never stops because one of us will answer the question. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, thank you for watching. Like I said again, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you folks again on the next one. So long and see ya.
Take care.